Ooh, we've got a new Foosfit feature. What's up, Foos family? Welcome back. Yep, we have the Foosfit back out. There is a new tool, freaking really cool thing that we have available for this. Now, it's new, it's now a part of the app. It is called Show Animation. This is gonna allow for you to actually make your own defenses with your hand so that you can go and then play shoot on them. To me, I think it's gonna be awesome. So I showed you before that you could do it physically by moving them. It's a little hard to get really good clean movement doing that. Now, with the app, you can move your fingers in a way to like bait and bounce and race yourself. Time holes a little bit better. There's a whole plethora of options and things that this really will help with. I really have to suggest trying to use this new tool, guys. I think it's gonna really help you with Foosball. I showed you how to run it, but we're gonna go through the details of it a little bit more real quick, just so you guys can have a very smooth transition. And I'm gonna talk about a couple of the little hiccups that I ran into when I was trying to use it. So I'm gonna show you guys back on the iPad here. As we talked about before in the earlier videos about this, Android is a little bit easier to use, but you can still use the Apple devices with that browser tool, Bluefly. So if you are an Apple user, Bluefly is what you'll be using, and I'm gonna show you in Bluefly exactly how to use it and how to use this new animation option. I think it's pretty awesome. So let's jump over onto the table. I'm gonna show you the whole defense. We're gonna make a defense together. This way you guys can do it on your own. All right, everybody, here we go. So we've already got them linked, okay? So you do always wanna have them linked. We are logged in. The first thing you always wanna do is calibrate. It's the very first thing every time. Make sure that they calibrate up. They're gonna be on the far wall for you. You come into your configuration. Now, this is where I actually ran into some issues when I was first doing this. So I want to talk to you guys about this. So you're gonna go into your mode, you're gonna go into playback, okay? Then you're going into the playback control, which is right here. That's gonna bring up this really nice little screen. And one thing you're always gonna want to do before you really play around with this is run the PB test. When you do that, you will get a little thing that pops up, and then both of these should move to the center. Okay, as you will see, they are now both centered. And that's really the ideal thing to do before you even attempt to do the next step. So now you're gonna run into your show animation section. You're gonna click the record button. When you do that, you're gonna get prompted with the verbal cue of set. I've turned up my volume here so you guys can hear it as well. Once you hear set, you can then start moving the rods via the two little scrollers that are gonna be right here, and it's gonna allow for you to make your own defense. Let's run through it. I'm gonna try and time out a little bob here so you guys can all see that as well.
Set.
So you can see that the men are moving. We're gonna move them back and forth a bit. We're gonna bring in Chucky, pull these guys around. All right, now once you're done with that, you're gonna hit stop. Now your defense is ready. So you can close out of this box. Ooh. And now the biggest issue I had was figuring out to hit that little blue button there. When you hit that, you'll see the scroll bar. Once that goes away, or the little circular thing, once that goes away, you're all set. Once you hit play, you will hear set. It will run your defense, and then it will actually keep running your defense until you're done.
Set.
Now it's gonna be finished. You'll hear set again.
Set.
And it'll run that defense again for us until I want to hit stop. All right guys, before we jump on the table, I'm just going to hit playback real quick, and it's going to show the defense. So all you have to do is after you record it, hit play, and it's going to show you the defense right on here. I can even go through, when it starts to run, I can hit pause and replay it, and it'll run that animation before you even do it on the table to make sure that you like it. All right, we're just gonna let this sit right here, and we're gonna hit play. All right guys, so I'm gonna be really specific here in what I'm doing. I'm not gonna try and shoot on the inside. I'm gonna just try and shoot the outside holes. One push side, come on, get off of it. There we go. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Oh. All right, in a row though, come on. Oh man, this is fun. I have to say guys, that is a lot of fun. Making defenses, trying to shoot on them, especially when they don't move like a person moves when they're playing defense, is actually very, very challenging. Because it'll pause for longer than you would expect, or, you know, because it doesn't have that fear. So trying to time like a little bob every now and then is super tricky. This is really fun. I definitely suggest this. This is a great tool. You know, there's some people out there that are gonna struggle with this. I get it. But it's a fantastic way to learn to shoot, especially if you set up a really solid defense. I mean, that is a blast. Now, I am gonna say a couple of things. I highly suggest flipping these up. I had them flip down for the longest time. I'm shooting a rollover right now just because I like doing it. But these little clips here, I would suggest putting them upwards. If you're like me, my ball lifts a little bit when I'm shooting. So because of that, that can get in the way. I hit that a couple times. So something to keep in mind, just lift it up instead of down. Kind of cool. Also, make sure that your device, whatever that device is, doesn't turn off. Mine went black, however you do that, like that, and it disconnected from the robot while I was working. So, you know, every now and then just give it a little bump to make sure that it stays connected throughout the process. Now, there's so many aspects that could be great for this, right? One, I can't even imagine how great this is for 5-bar defense practice. Just trying to pass on timing and issues, and don't even get me started on that. That's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna have to do that all day, every day. It's gonna be super fun, especially for if you need a good 5-bar. But if you're learning to shoot and shoot well on things, that little practice I just did there is amazing. I know this is somewhat of a quick video. I really wanted to tell you exactly how to use this very quickly. This way you know exactly how to use it, and it's not difficult. You know, I feel like a lot of people have a very hard time with the user interface of this software, but it's really not that complicated once you understand all the bits and nuances of it. Definitely dive into it, guys. You're not gonna hurt anything. Definitely use it. I think this defense concept where I can actually play with my own defenses is gonna be a whole lot of fun. So make sure you check it out, guys. If you have questions, please leave a comment down below. We'll try and get back to you as quick as we can. And until next time, happy foosing.